Hello mathematicians, in this video we are going to solve question number 1 of exercise 4.2 chapter 4 class 10th NCERT textbook. Okay, so this is the quadratic equation we are given and we have to solve it using method of factorization. So for method of factorization in detail you can also watch my other videos. First draw the two lines, multiply the first coefficient and the third coefficient, the constant term and the coefficient of x square. Okay, this is 5 root 2 into root 2, which is equal to 5 into 2, which is 10, because root 2 into root 2 is 2 and 5 into 2 is 10. Let's write the sign as well. So here we will write the middle term, which is plus 7. Now we have to find two numbers such that the product is plus 10 and sum is plus 7. Okay, for that write down the sign here. This sign is same as this sign. Okay, and the sign of the other number will depend upon the final product. Since the product is positive, so the other number will also be positive, and the two numbers here are 5 and 2, because 5 plus 2 is 7 and 5 into 2 is 10. Okay, so now let's write down the middle term and use the method of middle term splitting. 7x can be written as 5x plus 2x. This coefficient into x and this coefficient into x. Okay, plus 5 root 2 is equals to 0. Okay, so now here let's take x as common. Root 2 plus 5 plus, since 2 can also be written as root 2 into root 2, we can take root 2 as common here and we will get root 2x here, because root 2 into root 2x is 2x plus 5 is equals to 0. Okay, so here taking root 2x plus 5 as common, we get x plus root 2 into root 2x plus 5. Okay, so now either x plus root 2 is 0 or root 2x plus 5 is 0. Okay, so x is root 2 minus root 2 or x is minus 5 by root 2. Okay, and let's solve part 4 of this also. Okay, so part 4 is 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 is equals to 0. So to solve it using method of factorization, we should be taking two numbers whose product is first coefficient into the last coefficient, which is 2 into 1 by 8 is equals to 1 by 4, and the sum should be minus 1. But instead of dealing with fractions, the thumb rule here is that try to simplify the quadratic equation in which you have all the coefficients as numbers instead of fractions or rationals. Okay, to simplify it, take the LCM as 8. Now here it will be 16x square minus 8x plus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, so now this gets simplified to 16x square minus 8x plus 1 is equals to 0. And now let's try to use method of factorization on this simplified equation. We have done nothing, but we have removed the denominator from the entire equation by taking the LCM. Okay, so now to solve it using factorization, multiply the last coefficient with the first coefficient, which is 16 into 1 is 16 and sign is plus. And here middle coefficient is minus 8. The first sign will be same, which is minus, and the second sign will be minus again, because we have to find two numbers such that the product is plus 16. If one number is negative, the other has to be negative, because product of the numbers will be positive then. Okay, and the sum of two numbers is negative because both of them are negative, and it has to be minus 8. Okay, so here the two numbers are 4 and 4. Okay, because minus 4 is minus 8 and minus 4 into minus 4 is plus 16. Note that we have to find two numbers such that the sum is plus 6, such that the product is plus 16 and sum is minus 8. To find out those two numbers, we wrote this sign here and decided this other sign of the other number by the sign of the final product. Okay, so it is minus minus. Then we write two numbers such that the product is this and sum is this. Okay. Now write minus 8x as minus 4x plus 1 is equals to 0. And let's take 4x as common from the first two terms and we get 4x minus 1. And let's take minus 1 common from the last two terms. This is this. And we get 4x minus 1 as common. Again, the other bracket is also 4x minus 1 is equals to 0. So therefore, 4x minus 1, since both the brackets are same, so we will have equal and real roots, okay, in this equation. X is equals to 1 by 4, 1 by 4. These are the two real and equal roots, okay.